ALICE is our acronym for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, and Employed. These may be your kids graduating college, they may be your parents, could be your neighbors. These are people integrated into our life on a daily basis. They make up the fabric of our society, and they are people we depend on. When we talk about hardships for Alice, who is working, making income, and paying taxes, it's not about he or she can't buy that fancy pair of sunglasses. This is about whether or not they can pay the heating bill, whether or not you have to cut your meds in half, whether or not you're going to put your kid in the child care that's the kind of quality you would want for yourself.
It's really about trying to get at the root cause. But to do that, we need a neutral third party that has credibility to unify and bring people together. And that's the beauty of United Way. Alice's presence helps out economic growth, economic development, not just today, but also into the future. For me, what Alice is economic vulnerability. It's being vulnerable to a job loss. It's being vulnerable to the negatives of domestic violence. It's being vulnerable to waking up and you've got water in your basement. It's being vulnerable to you're an hourly paid worker and Superstorm Sandy hits and your power is gone for a week. But most importantly, your employer's power is gone for a week or they have damage and you can't work. And an hourly paid worker, if you're not able to work, you're not getting paid. If you're not getting paid, you can't pay your bills.
We as a community own those challenges that Alice faces, because if we don't own them in the future, our community will not be as successful. So at United Way, we are uniquely positioned to make sure that we as communities invest in our human priorities so we grow strong together as opposed to growing apart. That means that you should be connected to that broader community. As a parent, it means that I need to spend time. I need to invest in my community because simply put, I want that community to be stronger. What I ask you to do today is think about your children, think about Alice's children, and think about how you can invest in your community, either by giving your advocacy or by volunteering your time, so that you can make sure that my children have a great life, your children have a great life, Alice's children have a great life, and that makes our community stronger and more vibrant.